back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see on my channel, and if so, be part of this journey with us, one growing big family, by hitting that subscription button. You know it's free, and the bell notification to be notified of my new uploads. Also, please give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important. And if you can share, sharing is caring. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I do have a crochet private group on Facebook. If you're interested, you could always request to be a member as long as you have a profile. And I have a crochet page, Instagram, TikTok, so you can always get a hold of me if you're stuck in some of the patterns through the message through there. Be careful on the crochet groups. Most of them, there's a lot of scammers and hackers with links, bits, and cut. Avoid that. Don't open that. They steal your identity, your information. So you must be very careful with it. I also want to thank the women that have been helping other women in need by donating money. Thank you so much. In need of thread. I should confirm that properly. Thank you so much for your donations, and also for myself. Some of you have donated specifically to me, which I have always put that in with the other, whatever comes in to help the women. But eventually I will have to separate a bit to try to invest more into my lighting cameras, and eventually get a computer or a laptop to create better quality videos that I don't have. I record with my mobile. Okay, if you have any suggestions, opinions, please feel free to mention on the comments below. What would you like to see more of? Okay, usually I use 2.75 hook with either 3.5, depending on the project I'm creating. I also get a lot of requests about my threads. I'm in Europe, Portugal. These are Portuguese threads. They only have it here in Portugal. They go by number, they don't go by name. These are 4-ply, similar to Aunt Lydia number 3, a little bit thinner, so my patterns become a little bit smaller than Aunt Lydia number 3. You can order them from me. I do ship them out. I've come to that decision because of the high demand. These are 100 gram a ball, if I should call it a ball, right? It's about 300 to 325 yards. They're $12, including shipping. In order to order, it has to be 6 balls and up, because it's outrageous, the shipping out of Europe. Okay, so a small hook to tuck in loose ends, and a pair of scissors, of course. And let's get started. Thank you, everyone. Okay, everyone, so we're going to create another pineapple doily centerpiece. If you can increase and make it into a small tablecloth for a small table or bigger table by increasing on rows. This will be simple, not hard. Anyone can create it. I know I get a lot of comments like, you know, I would never be able to do that. I wouldn't know how, and things like that. We all can if we set our mind, our goals to it. Okay. Now, you can do a 5-chain, 4-chain, 5-chain. We don't want a big hole if you can't chain stitch. If you can't do the magic circle, I'm going to do the magic circle. It's because it's easier and closes the hole pretty well. I'm going to do 1 slip stitch here. I'm going to come back in, do a single. I'm using off-white, by the way, 4-ply, 100% cotton thread, similar to Aunt Lydia number 3 cotton. Mine's a little bit thinner, so my pieces are a little bit smaller than Aunt Lydia number 3. Inside of this magic circle, that's including with my single and 2 chain. That's 1 double crochet, 2, 3. I'm going to do a total of 12 double crochets. I've done my 12 double crochets, including my single and 2 chain, the very first one I did, closing my magic circle, and I'm going to come in my 2nd chain from that first one I did with a slip stitch. I'm going to pull my string to the back on the next double crochet, just because I don't want to start off having a line mark going up. I'm coming back in that same double crochet. I pulled my thread to the back. I'm doing a single and 2 chain. This is my first double crochet. Inside of the same stitch, another double crochet. So this row 2, we're going to have 2 double crochets per stitch. Okay, so we'll have a total of 24 double crochets. Okay, so we're gonna go into row 3. So I'm gonna close on my second chain from the first one we went up. I'm going to pull my string again on the next stitch to the back. I'm going to come in on the same stitch and do a single, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain, coming in the next chain with a single. We're going to make these loops all the way around on each stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain into the next stitch with a single. Okay, so just continue all the way around. I'll meet you at the end. This is row 3. Okay, you guys, so I'm at the end. So far I have 23 loops. Okay, I'm going to make my 24th. Now on this last one, I've closed in, of course, my single. I've done, let's redo this again, 2 chain, 1, 2. We're going to do a double crochet in this single so we can end up in the middle of this last loop. Okay, so we're not closing it in with slip stitch, we're doing a double crochet right in the center, and I'm going to come back and do a single, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 5 again, going into the center of the next loop. So we're creating loops all the way around again, 2, 3, 4, 5, until we get to the before last one, and we're going to repeat that double crochet here on the first single we started. Okay, but I'll meet you at the end. This is row 4. So again, I've reached the last one. I've done my single, 2 chain. I'm going to do again a double crochet here on the first single that we did, this way. Now it looks all crumpled up and funny, but it will all get straightened out as we go. Okay, again we're going to repeat the same thing. I'm coming in with a single, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, into the next loop with a single, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, into the next loop with the single. Now we're going to repeat this 7 rows. That means when you come to the end here, if you want to put a marker, you can, so you don't get confused. When we come to the first one here, we're going to do the double crochet so we can end up in the middle exactly how we've been doing. We are, let's count this way, we are in 1, 2, 3rd row of these loops. Okay, never mind the double crochet. 1, 2, 3 rows of loops. We need to do 7. I'll come back to you at the end of my 7 loop row. Okay everyone, so I did my row 7 of loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It's going to change now. I'm going to come back in my row 8 with a single, 2 chain. I'm going to make shells of 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and 2 more double crochet in the same space. It will be repeatedly like this on all of the loops. 1, 2, 3 chain, coming into the next one, again creating my shell, 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and 2 more double crochet. We're going to repeat this all the way around. 1, 2, 3 chain, and again shell of 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and 2 more double crochet. So it's going to be like this on all the loops all the way around. Next row will be exactly the same thing, but we're going to start increasing on the chains. So the next row, instead of 3 chain, will be 4 chain. The next row will be 5 chains, 6 chains, 7 chain, until we reach 11 chains. Everything else will be shells of 2 double crochet, 2 chain, 2 double crochet. The only thing that changes is the chain. We have to increase because we get bigger. I'm going to continue mine, come back to you when I have 11 chains in between shells. It's just a repeat now of the same thing until you have 11. So this is 3, next row 4 chain, next row 5 chain, next row 6 chain, 7 chain, 8 chain, 9 chain, until we have 11. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of mine. Okay, you guys, before I go any further, just to make sure you don't get confused, lost somewhere, what I have explained. So we're doing these shells of 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and 2 double crochet. So I'm on my last one. I did my 3 chain. I'm going to come on my second double crochet that I went up, not the second double crochet, the second chain that I went up, and I'm going to close it with a slip stitch. I'm going to do the walk in the next double crochet with a slip stitch, and into the center with a single and 2 chain. So that's my first double crochet. So again, another double crochet is just a repeat, 2 chain, and 2 more double crochet. Now on this row, on the first row here, we did 3 chain. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4 chain. Okay, coming directly inside of the next shell and create a shell of 2 double crochet, 2 chain. So this is how it's going to be repeated until you have 11 chains here, space 1, 2, 3, and 4. So next row will be 5 chain, next row 6 chain, until you have 11. 1, 2, and 2 double crochet. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my 11 chain space. Okay everyone, so I've done all my shells. I have 11 chain stitch, 24 shells. Now here's the thing. If you want to go bigger and make it more into a bigger cloth, you would increase on here a few more rows. You can also, if you don't want to increase on here, you can increase on the shells. Instead of doing one row of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, you can do 2 rows of 3, 2 rows of 4, 2 rows of 5, 2 rows of 6, and so on, and continue to increase by adding 2 rows at a time, and you'd have a bigger piece. So now we're going to start the foundation of the pineapple, which this pineapple will be different than normal pineapples. So I slip stitch knot, I've done my single, I'm going to go up chain 2, and inside of my shell I'm going to create 7 more double crochet. It will give me a total of 8 double crochet. That's including my single and my 2 chains. So 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 double crochets. That's the foundation of my pineapple. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain. I'm going to come into the next shell and do my 8 double crochets. This is how it's going to be all the way around. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, chain 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and continue again with your 8 double crochets per shell. So I'm going to continue mine, and then I'll meet you at the end. So I pretty much finished doing all my shells. Just a little reminder, and on my shells, my pineapple foundation, the 8 double crochets. Just a reminder, on the 11 chain, the shells, I have 9 rows of shells of 2 double crochet and 2 chain, okay? So I've closed in with slip stitch. I'm going to come up 1, 2, 3 for double crochet and 1 for space into the next double crochet. So we're doing the 8 double crochets, 1 space, 1 chain space between them, 1 chain, 1 double crochet, 1 chain, 1 double crochet. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, chain 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And repeat the same thing again. Double crochet over double crochet, 1 chain space, and chain 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and continue and repeat the same thing. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay everyone, I pretty much finished doing all of my double crochets, 1 chain space, and 5 chain. I'm going to come in the first space between the first and the second double crochet. I'm going to do 1 chain and I'm going to stretch a bit. I'm going to come back in and stretch and take out 2. I'm going to come back in again, stretch, and take out 2. So we have 3 incomplete double crochets, and then close that once, chain 2 into the next space, stretch, take out 2, and again incomplete, and the third one, and take it all out together, chain 2, and repeat the process. Stretch a bit, I'm going to continue and I'll meet you here. You're supposed to have 7 of them. I've done my 7 groups of incomplete, 3 double crochet, 2 chain space in between them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come back in again. Stretch a bit. Come back in. Stretch. And take it all out. Chain 2 and repeat the same thing. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. That's why I told you this pineapple is a little bit different. Okay, and chain 5, chain 2 between them. I'll meet you at the end. Okay everybody, so I'm reaching the end. Now, I also forgot to mention, if you wanted to make it smaller, first you'd use like number 10 Aunt Lydia. That'd be perfect small doily. Or if you're using number 3, you can cut down rows, right? Increase to have it bigger, decrease to get it smaller. Okay, so I've done my 5 chain, and I'm going to come in where we've closed all of the incomplete double crochets. I'm going to come back in. We're going to repeat this, the same thing as we just finished doing. So single, 2 chain. Just get some lighting here. Sometimes the camera is just horrible. So I have my first double crochet, my second, stretch it a bit, and my third. Close it at once, chain 2, and again into the next one, stretch it a bit, and complete 3 double crochets. So you have 4 on your hook, and close it all, 2 chain space. It's just a repeat, and when you get to the 5 chain, we're going to repeat 5 chain. Okay, very simple, nothing to it. Now we're starting to decrease here on this pineapple. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We started with 7, so we keep decreasing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And repeat the same thing again. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay everyone, so I pretty much closed in again where I had closed all the singles. We're going to go back in, so it's just a repeat. The only thing that's going to change is the chains. So single, 2 chain, incomplete double crochet, and close it at once, chain 2. Repeat the same thing, incomplete, and close it off. And here we're going to do a 6 chain. Okay, so we're just decreasing. So we had 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one will be 5 and 6 chain. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chain 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and into the next one, and continue to do the incomplete double crochet. Chain 2, make sure you stretch a bit so you can have a bit of length there. I'll meet you at the end. Okay everyone, so I've closed in with slip stitch, continuing to do my incomplete 3 double crochets, 2 chain. So on this one we're going to have 3 groups, two chain, actually 4 groups, sorry. Always 2 chain space. And now we're going to do 11 chain stitch. Don't make it too loose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Into the next one. And continue to do the 3 incomplete double crochet. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of this row. Okay everyone, so closed in with a slip stitch, walked, did a single, 2 chain. We're going to continue the incomplete 3 double crochets, 2 chain, and again repeat the same thing. Now it's going to change up a bit here on the chains. So now we have 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to come in my 5th chain with a double crochet. 6th chain, we're doing 2 together in the same stitch. And on my 7th, we're doing 1 double crochet. So we'll have a total of 4. On the 5th chain double crochet, the 6th, 2 together, and on the 7th, 1 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain again, and continue to do the 3 incomplete double crochet. So we're doing those 3 groups again. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 chain coming in 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 5th. 1 double crochet on the 6th. 2 together. On the 7th, 1 double crochet. And 4 chain again. We're going to repeat this all the way around. Okay everyone, so I've reached the end, coming in, continuing to complete our incomplete 3 double crochet. Single, 2 chain. So we have 2 left. 2 chain again. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm coming in the first double crochet with a single. 1, 2, 3. I'm coming into the second double crochet, single, 1, 2, 3 chain, single, 1, 2, 3 chain, single. So we have 3 loops of 3 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4 chain, and come and complete your 3 double crochet. 1, 2, chain 4 into the first double crochet with a single, 1, 2, 3, into the second double crochet with a single, and into the last one, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do this row exactly the same way all the way around. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, getting into the next row. We're almost finished. Coming in the center, doing my single 2 chain and my incomplete double crochet. So we have one left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain coming in. My first loop, single, 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. So we'll have 2 loops. Now we're decreasing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And come and complete your 3 incomplete double crochet. So we're going to continue this row until the end, and we have one more row after this. So I'll meet you at the end. One more row, I believe. Okay, everyone. So going into the last row, I've closed in with a slip stitch. I'm coming back in, and I'm doing a single. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. I'm going to come on that chain where I closed, that single, with a single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chain. Coming back in on that single, with a single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. Coming back in on that single. And close. So I have 3 little loops here of 2 of 5 chain and the center one of 7. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chain. 7 is too much. I'm going to do 6 chain, coming in the center with a single, and 1, 2, 3 for my last loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain, coming right in where I had closed. Single, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, coming back in again with a single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back in again with a single. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Coming back in. And this is how the closing of this little centerpiece, pineapple centerpiece, or little cloth, little tablecloth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coming in. Single. 1, 2, 3. Create my last loop here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coming in where I closed with a single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming back in with a single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chain. Coming back in, single. 2, 3, 4, 5 chain, coming back in with a single, and proceed the same way. Okay, so we're pretty much done with this beautiful little pineapple centerpiece. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I mentioned, you want to go bigger. All you have to do is increase here, same way as we did, and increase more here with increasing, let's say, 2 rows of 3 chain, 2 rows of 4, 2 rows of 5, 6, until the length you'd like. You also want to make these pineapple bigger. Instead of doing 8, you can do as many as you want, 10, 12, and they go bigger at the end too. So I want to thank every single one of you for being part of this journey with me. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. You know it's free. It does help us creators to keep bringing these beautiful patterns to you guys. God bless, stay safe, and I will see you on the next tutorial. I'll have the little video at the end once I have completed end of measurements. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care.